The sport of fencing has been around for more than 1,000 years, and it's not sitting on a fence. In the Stone Age, it started with clubs and daggers and evolved into dueling swords. Soon after that, it was being taught at colleges and different types of schools. Sometimes fencing was even fought to the death. This is a college fencing team from 1934. Enough about the history. Let's talk about modern-day fencing. These are the weapons. The top one is foil, then there's épée, and then there's sabre. Sabre is the shortest one. So these are all épées and sabres. This is a foil grip. This is the foil. See, it's really long, and at the end there's a tip. This is the épée grip. It looks the same as the foil one. This is a sabre. The sabre has a grip called a basket. And it's a little bit shorter because it's used for thrusting and cutting. Now I'm going to talk to you about the clothing. This is the plastron. It covers your arm and your armpit. These are the knickers. They cover your legs. And the jacket protects your torso and your arms. This is the mask. It is made of wire mesh and can hold up a lot of weight. To make sure it can hold up a lot of weight, we do a mask check. Right now, he's punching holes in the mask to make sure it can hold up a certain amount of weight. Now he's stapling the mask, so everyone knows that the mask has been checked and is up to standard.
What we do here is check masks for large holes to make sure that the weapon does not go through the mask.
This is the armory. This is where weapons are maintained and fixed. Now, I'm going to talk a little about fencing strips. There's two different kinds of fencing strips. One for sabre and foil, and one for épée. These are the unguard lines. This is where the players start. These are the end lines. They are the out-of-bounds lines where you can't go over. This is a foil and sabre one, because it's wood. And this is the épée one. It's metal. This is a scoring device. This is how they keep track of all the points. The light goes off when the tip is depressed, like this. When the tip comes in contact with another player, it goes through the cord, up into the pulley system, and down into the scoring box. Before the fun starts, you have to do a workout. When you get there, you have to do stretches so you don't hurt yourself or pull a muscle when you start fencing. This one stretches your thighs and your hamstring. This one also stretches your thighs. Okay. These are advances and retreats. Advances move you forwards, retreats move you backwards. See? Advance, advance, retreat. Advance, advance, retreat. Over and over again. The move that coach is doing is a lunge. See how he leans forward to get farther? This gets you a touch. Now he's recovering. See? Advance, lunge. Recover. Recover puts you back in the place you were before. This move is break. See? They advance and they advance and they just stop. Look. Advance, advance, stop.
Recover. Alright.
Dun 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 dun. Avery versus Connor in the glove game. This game is called the glove game. It is fun and it helps keep you fit. The object of the game is to prevent your glove to get taken from your own pocket while you try to get others taken. The target area for foil is the torso only, not including the arms and head. This is a final foil match of a tournament, and these guys are competing for gold and silver. What just happened now is the person on the right hit, and so did the person on the left. They can't both get the touch. It can either be called one of two ways. The first way is called simultaneous or same. If they both hit at the same time, they just go back to the end lines and start over. The second way is the most complicated. This is called priority. Let's say Matt and Bob were fencing. All of a sudden, Matt started his attack and then hit, but at the same time, Bob just stuck at his point and hit. Matt would get the touch. But if Bob parried, he would get the touch. You see? Probably really don't know when I talk about parrying and repose and all that stuff, right? Well, I'll tell you a little bit about it. The first one is called an attack. The initial offense action made by extending the weapon arm forward to the opponent's valid target or continuously threatening the opponent's target from the fencer's own critical distance. The next one is counterattack. A counterattack is an offensive response to an attack made without parrying. A disengage is changing blade line by dropping the point under the opponent's blade and then raising it on the other side. A feint is a flawless thrust or cut designed to make the opponent parry or react the way it's not supposed to act. A parry is a defensive action of the blade and guard of the weapon, deflecting an attacking blade. Next is release, the act of making a simple, direct, and immediate offense action and following the original action without withdrawing the arm after the opponent has parried or retreated, or when the opponent has either parried without reposing or making a riposte with that which is delayed or indirect or composed. A riposte is an offensive action made by the fencer who has parried the attack. Now, let's watch these guys a little bit more. They're pretty good.
Ready, fence. Ready, step back, ready, fence. Attack, no, contra-attack.
Now I'm going to talk a little bit about épée fencing. This is the target area, it's the entire body. Before you begin a bout, you have to get your weapon tested. The one he just did was a weight test. Make sure to hold up the certain amount of weight. Now he's doing a screw check to make sure the screws are in the right places. In épée, there is no priority or simultaneous. If you both hit, you both get the touch. See, it's really simple. Now I'm going to talk about sabre fencing. Sabre fencing is the waist up. In my opinion, sabre is probably the hardest. In sabre, you have to be very fast and very quick. Also, back to priority rules. Sabre does not have an electric tip like foil and épée, but whenever it does hit a valid target area, it scores a touch.
That was off target!
great hit. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Go. Oh, go. My favorite thing about fencing is that it's fun. Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, it's different. It's not like any other sports. I mean, soccer's a great sport, but it's not. But fencing's not like soccer. Nobody does fencing. Hitting people with metal sticks.
That's a great word.
What I like about fencing is
Beating up Ben.
Oh, hitting boys.
like
Hitting people
Nice.
with the blade.
That's good.
Because fencing. My favorite thing about fencing is probably the defense, the parrying, and counterattacking.
I like hitting people. It's fun. I like being able to get out of the house and fence with people, I suppose.
It's fun, it's competitive, and you meet a lot of good friends. I have no idea. Because you're not allowed to do that anywhere else.
Wait, aren't you supposed to say action?
Yeah.
Not go.
Just go. Whatever.
Action!
Here we go!
You're welcome.
Say
What's your
something.
favorite thing about fencing?
Well, Charlotte. My favorite thing about fencing is you, Cut!
Okay.
Turn the camera off.
Tell me, what's your